Hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Okay, great. Well, yes, this is the first live broadcast. It's halftime in the Gremio match. We have Enrique. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Henrique. I live in Rio Grande do Sul, in the south of Brazil.
We have
Uh,
Enrique.
I am a Gremio supporter and also Liverpool supporter, like Paul. But
I'm not a Gremio
no
supporter.
Gremio, yeah.
I like Gremio, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a supporter.
And one of my favorite hobbies is to talk about football. Just talk about it, listen to it, and I really enjoy to when I participate in discussions about this subject.
Yeah, I know you love football, Henrique, yes, and I know you love Liverpool. But Gremio, if Gremio played Liverpool, who do you want to win?
It depends on the championship. If it was a Club World Cup, probably Gremio because it's more relevant to us than for the Europeans.
Okay, yeah, good answer, good answer.
But if it
Okay.
was a friendly or any other match that wasn't so important, probably neither of them. Just neutral.
Okay, and hello, Amadeo. It's the first time I've spoken to you.
Hello, how you doing? Yeah, it's a pleasure talking to you, man. Nice job that you've been doing along the way. That blackboard that you teach expressions, that's so useful, you know?
Yeah, well, thank you, Amadeo. And I know you are an English teacher in Brazil, and you are very creative with your posts on Instagram. You love music.
Yeah, I've always loved music. Actually, music inspired me to learn some English, you know, since the age of 12 years old. I started uh, translated into Portuguese the songs, and it was a great vehicle for me to learn some words. And the rest is history, really, because now we have the opportunity, for example, to learn football expression because of the internet, you know. So at the time we didn't have this kind of experience before because we didn't have any kind of media. So when I find out in 2012, 11, for example, the newspapers, I tried to read the articles, match reports, only to find out that it was so hard, so difficult to guess all the expressions.
And sometimes you write your own match report. Is that right? On the website?
No, I don't. I don't do that actually. I just read the. Basically, it's what you do. You know, for example, you just take all the newspapers and see the headlines, and I am so curious to know about the expression. You know, for example, oh, Messi is down in the dumps,
Yeah.
and all these kind of expressions. So really caught my eye, and I started even having a kind of archive where I collect all these words and expression, and there are some favorites. For example, once I read about enter the fray. For example, oh, the substitute player is ready to enter the fray. I said, oh, what a nice expression, enter the fray. And I start to associate with Portuguese. It seems to me that some expressions are so close to Portuguese that I can guess by the context the meaning.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the expressions are similar, but there is a lot of vocabulary in football, which is quite specific, which is what I try to teach on YouTube and on Instagram. But also, I think football can be used just to learn grammar and just to learn English and practice English. So this is why I want to do a live broadcast. And so I have put your website on the screen, Amadeo. Is this your website? Can you see it?
Yeah, just a minute. I was just answering some friend of mine. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, www.waytogo.com.br.
Yeah.
The name is interesting. For example, if you ask me what inspired me to create this Way to Go website, because once I was watching a movie, I think it's called what's the name of the movie? Ghost. I don't know in English if it's called
Ghost.
Ghost. I don't know if
Patrick
Enrique knows. Yeah, that one. And of course, Patrick Swayze couldn't kick the can because he was a spirit and he was trying to concentrate to kick this can. And the other guy that was already a ghost, he said, "Oh, you need to concentrate. Put all your have the body anymore. All you have to do is concentrate. It's all on your mind." I said, "Okay." Once he the man just said, "Oh, way to go, kid, way to go." I said, "Oh, that was a nice expression," but I didn't know the name "way to go" because it was so fast. Way to go, way to go. I said, "Oh, what kind of expression is this?" So I went to look it up in the dictionary, all the expression with the word "way." So suddenly I saw an expression like "way to go." I said, "It must be this one," because he's praising the guy who got it. I said, "Oh, this could be a website eventually."
It's a good
And then after
expression
this,
because it has
I
two
watched
meanings.
Superman, once he saved the kid from falling, and a woman just came to him and said, "Oh, way to go, Superman." I said, "Oh, yeah, that's nice. That would be my website. Way to go."
Yeah, it's nice, positive, and it's a way to go as well. It's also another meaning. It's very American. British people don't say this, actually.
Yeah, I couldn't hear. It's
British
mute.
people.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Enrique?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. British people don't say way to go. I think, I remember watching a football reporter asking an American fan when Liverpool played in America, what did they think of the
I don't know
goal or
what's
something,
happening.
and they said, "Yeah, way to go."
Can you hear me, guys?
It's strange. We
I
can
can hear
you,
you. Yeah, I can hear both of you.
but British people might say, "Get in."
Can you hear me?
If somebody scores a goal, not way to go. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Get in is like way to go, I think. I'm trying to think because American people say let's go, like let's go Bulls, let's go Liverpool. But a British person would say, come on, Liverpool.
It's really easy to notice when a person you're talking to is American or British. It's similar when you're Brazilian or Portuguese. It's very easy to identify.
Yeah. People are watching this and just want to show you what some people are saying. Yes, some people. Enrique Martins, thank you, Enrique Martins, on the screen. Nice initiative. Yeah, I do have an interest in Brazilian football. Have a good one. That's a nice expression as well. Have a good one. A nice British expression. I haven't followed the Brasileirao as much as last season. I've been following it from a distance, but I do know what's going on. And Enrique Martins also asks, is anyone a Gremio fan? And
sorry, can you say it again?
Can you see my screen, Enrique? No.
No, yes, no. No.
Where it comes up, where it says, "Are any of you guys a Gremio fan?" No, it's okay. So yes, somebody is watching and asked that question. You are. I've seen you at. You showed me a video this week of you.
Yeah.
What was that?
Now I saw his message. Yeah, I am a Gremio fan. Yeah, I'm currently watching the game. There's a computer screen behind my camera. The second half has just started, actually.
Has it just started?
Yeah.
So it's 3-0 to Gremio.
Yeah.
Why have Gremio only started playing well today? This is the first time.
I think today the lineup was a bit different, and also Bragantino has the Copa Sul-Americana final. I think Saturday.
Okay.
And they are playing with their reserves, so it's a bit easier.
I see. Yeah, because Bragantino are going for a Copa Libertadores qualifying position.
They have a chance to qualify in the Brazilian league, but also if you win this Copa Sul-Americana, you get a spot in the Libertadores as well. Something like the Europa League. It's the same thing.
I see. Yeah. And also, I noticed Gremio's fixtures in 2 weeks. You play Flamengo.
Yeah.
But it's similar. It's 3 days before the Copa Libertadores.
They will play with the reserves, yeah. So it's very good for us.
Yeah. So you never know. The great escape could happen.
It's very good for us.
What do you think, Enrique? What are the chances of Gremio being relegated if you can win today?
I think that it's a very high chance because we are a team that's very inconsistent. We win some matches and then lose 2 in a row. Win 1, lose 2 in a row. It's very hard to, if you are trying to avoid the relegation battle, you have to be consistent, at least at the end of the tournament. You have to win more than 3 or 4 games in a row. And Gremio, we beat Fluminense last Tuesday, I believe it was. And then Saturday we had to play against América Mineiro.
Yeah.
And the team just didn't go into it. You know, they entered the pitch like they were already defeated.
Really?
It's not the right mentality if you are trying to not get relegated. This is one thing that doesn't let me raise hopes on us avoiding relegation. But anything is possible, and our fixture is not very hard compared to the other clubs that are in this same situation.
Yes, because it's Juventude, isn't it? How do you say that team? Is
Juventude.
It Juventude, and then Bahia.
Yeah,
and then
São Paulo as well.
There's a group of teams on like 38 points at the moment, isn't there?
São Paulo as well, and Gremio has Gremio plays Bahia away and São Paulo at home, so it's 2 important games we must win.
Yeah, I think. Let me just post this comment here. What Octavio has just posted. It'll be really hard for Gremio to avoid their 3rd relegation. I just hope Sao Paulo relegate with them too. It would be a good Serie B then.
Indeed, it would be. Yeah, Cruzeiro, Vasco, São Paulo, Grêmio. It would be fun.
Yeah, I just want to. Oh, sorry, Amadeo is on my screen. Back again. Sorry, Amadeo, you're back. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened with the connection.
It's okay. I know. Yeah, you're teaching as well at the moment.
No, yeah, I've just got a message from a student saying that he should not be available, so I have the free time now.
Oh, good. What team? What team do you support, Amadeo?
I support Corinthians here in São Paulo.
Okay.
And of course, I was very glad when we won the World Club Championship in 2012 against Chelsea, of course.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
No, I remember Cassio.
Yeah.
Cassio was unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. He made great saves. Actually, I live near the stadium, Neoquímica Arena, we call it now. And I live like 20 minutes, 20 walk minute from the stadium. And I have lots of pictures and videos about the stadium construction. I have a website, a YouTube channel called O Fiscal da Fiel. And I don't know where I can write this.
I can write it for you. How do you spell it?
Yeah, O Fiscal da Fiel. OFISCAL.
Yeah.
O Fiscal. Yeah, DAFIEL.
Fiscal da Fiel. Okay.
Yeah.
.com.br.
Yeah.
This is a website.
No. Yeah. No. This is on your YouTube. You have to post on YouTube to see. Okay. I have all the pictures and videos about the construction. I was a fan, and people wanted to see the construction. As I live near the stadium, I started taking pictures, and the media just came to me and said, "You are a fan who lives next to the stadium," and I have lots of articles about the stadium, pictures, videos. I just put my what's it called? It's not a helmet, hat for construction work. What's the name? It's not
Helmet.
helmet for
Helmet.
construction work. When you
Helmet,
put it just on your head. Hard hat. I think it's called hard hat. Yeah,
you're right.
I just put this hard hat to and went inside the construction just to take pictures and making the videos for the fans, you know.
It's a new stadium. Do Corinthians have a new stadium?
Yeah, I can hear it again. I don't know why I can't hear the sound. What happened to the sound?
We can hear you. I don't know. Okay, what's happening in the match? Your reaction then?
We actually just nearly scored.
Another one?
No,
yeah,
it was close. It was close.
Okay. I just want to show another comment that's come in from Victor Hugo, the great French writer. If Gremio does not win 2 more matches, Gremio will be relegated. So what if Gremio win today, which is looking likely? So they will be 6 points behind Sao Paulo.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The same matches. 4 points behind Bahia and Juventude.
We have one more. We have a game in hand compared to São Paulo. That this match against Flamengo, it was from the second. I forgot the word. Like it was one of the first games of the tournament, and it was postponed. And we have this game against Flamengo on hand. So São Paulo, if they play Palmeiras tomorrow, and they will have 33 matches.
Okay, yeah. I think it's still possible. How many matches? There's 6 matches left after this. That's 18 points. I think people are saying if they lose, 6 out of the 6 matches, how many do you need to win?
The math says that we have to win 5 of the 7 matches to avoid relegation, and that's if you use a combination that the teams that are above us have some bad results. And I think if you want to be, if it's a guarantee that we will avoid relegation, we would have to win all of these matches, the 7 out of 7.
Yeah,
because 5 if we win 5 matches, we will get 46, 47 points. I can't remember for sure. And I believe Bahia and São Paulo probably will get to this stage of 47, 48 points.
Yeah.
It's really.
Who do you think is most likely to be relegated out of Bahia?
Apart from the ones that are already in the relegation zone, I believe. I think São Paulo and Bahia have similar chances, but Bahia is a bit better nowadays than São Paulo. They are playing more consistently. They have a better manager as well, and the team is improving. I think São Paulo has more chance than Bahia, but Gremio is miles above both.
More chance to be relegated?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe São Paulo has more probability that of going into Serie B than Bahia.
Okay. I think I did the wrong website before. He has a YouTube channel, I think, Amadeu. He had some problems with his sound. Hopefully he can fix it and he will be back. I think it was a YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, Fiscal de Feel. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
And also, sorry?
5 more wins will probably not be necessary. So we have a Gremio fan in the chat, Bernardo Batista, and he thinks that he thinks maybe 4 wins.
I agree with him. Yeah.
What's gone wrong?
I agree with what he said, because it's very unlikely that Bahia and São Paulo stop at 44 or 45 points. It's very unlikely. So I believe I maintain what I said, that Gremio has to win 7 out of 7 or 6 in the a worse, better scenario, 6 out of 7. But still, it's very hard. It's very difficult.
Yeah. Amadeo, can you hear us?
Yeah, now I can hear. I don't know. I'm not using the earphones anymore. Let's see if it's
Yeah, don't use them.
kind of thing.
So how have Corinthians been this year? They haven't done so well this year, I don't think, in mid-table.
Yeah. I think for the last 2 years, Corinthians have been struggling to have good results because of the politics of the club. We sold lots of players, and because of the construction that I was talking to you guys, so lots of debts. We have to pay this stage because of the World Cup, because Corinthians just offered the stadium as the opening game for the World Cup. So we have lots of debts, an amount of debts. So now we have to pay all this kind of thing. But the last decade, last 2 decades, Corinthians has been winning lots of trophies. I think Enrique must know about that.
I have a Corinthians t-shirt on my...
Oh, that's nice.
I really like Corinthians as well.
So,
Is
that because they drew with Internacional in the last match?
Not season? Just that. They took International's title, Brazilian title, in 2005. They won a Copa do Brasil against Inter in 2009, and also in February this year they stopped Inter from getting the title as well.
Okay. Yeah, where they drew in the last match. Again, it was Cassio, wasn't it, making saves?
Insane match from him.
But I have a question here for you, Enrique.
Okay.
It's on the screen. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Being honest, do you think Internacional can be considered bigger than Gremio if Gremio is relegated? Yes,
I'm not the most appropriate person to answer this. I'm very biased on this subject, but I don't believe that the size of a club should be measured by its battles and relegation experiences. It's very, very hard to define Gremio or Inter. Who among those is the biggest club, because the trophies are very similar. Inter has more Brasileirão, more Brazilian leagues than us. One more. Mm-hmm. They have 3. We have 2.
Yeah.
But we have 5 Copas do Brasil and they have just 1. We have more Libertadores. It's a very disputed rivalry. It's not easy to define.
Yeah.
The number of the fans it's very close. It's 50-50, I would say. And I don't think that relegation should be used to measure the size of the rivalry. So no, I don't think it can be considered.
Yeah. Okay. It must be difficult in what's Belo Horizonte.
But it's a bad thing. It's not good for the club to be relegated. It brings you down a level.
Oh, it's terrible. And it's a difficult league to get out of. Cruzeiro are struggling to get out of that league. And
Vasco as well.
In Belo Horizonte with Atletico Mineiro now looking like they are going to win the league. They won today, didn't they? 1-0?
Yeah, they won 1-0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. We don't know why Gremio is trying to get out of the relegation zone, because they have a good team. That's the thing. They have a good team.
Yeah, they haven't changed.
Good players. We don't know what's happening out there, no?
Yeah. They sold Pepe last year
to Porto.
Season to Porto. How is he doing? How is Pepe doing?
I haven't been following him. No.
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah.
I believe he played. I can't remember, but I don't think he played against Liverpool in the group stage. Yeah, I know. I don't think he played any match of the group stage. I can't remember him. I saw Porto and Milan, and I don't remember him as well.
Yeah, I don't think he's been playing. Let's see what Octavia has responded to you.
Cool. Hey, Paul, I have a question for you, Paul.
Yes.
How do you know about the Brazilian championship? Where do you read the articles about us, about our championship, whatsoever?
I just, yeah, you're right. It's not shown on TV here. There's not much there's nothing in newspapers, to be honest, about the Brazilian football. And I think it's a shame. I really do, because it's a good league. You produce good footballers. Okay, the structure maybe and the organization is not as good as maybe some other leagues, but the passion of the fans and the skillful football and just the passion on the pitch is much better than the Australian league. We get the Australian league on television here, and the A League, and it's not very good, I think, compared to
I can't imagine how boring it must be to watch the Australian league.
Yeah, nothing much happens. Like in the Brazilian matches, there's so many stories, and so I sometimes watch YouTube channels, but they are in Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese, but I try to translate some of the comments. I watch, I just watch the highlights, to be honest, and do my own research. Is it called Get Sports? Is it? There's a TV
Sorry?
highlights. It's called Get, is it?
Globo Esporte.
GE, yeah.
Yeah.
I watch the highlights on that channel, and I watch other channels, and I just watch YouTube channels and do my own research, and I just like Brazilian football, really.
But you don't have you just have lots of articles must be in Portuguese. You don't have like an English.
No, I don't read much in English. There's no, to be honest, no.
That's why I was wondering. This guy is really good at what he does, because he can know what's happening here around the championship, and he just speaks English, and he doesn't have many articles to read, something like this. No?
I've always been interested in Brazilian football. I think it's just the kits, like of previous kits, the Santos kits. Romario was a big idol of me growing up, I think, and seeing him play in Flamengo's kit and then playing in other kits, it's just quite iconic, and I think that's just stayed with me, really. I think lots of people around the world love Brazilian national team, but not so much maybe the Brazilian league. They don't know much about it, but they still respect it. They still have admiration.
It's really funny because for my point of view, I know not that I know a lot of English people, but I follow a lot of Liverpool fans from England on Twitter, and whenever I see a post from some English media about the Brazilian national team, it's I'm really surprised of how the English people like Brazilian national team. I'm not sure. I'm not saying this is a general rule. Just saying that whenever I see some people talking about our national team, I'm really surprised to see of how many people like the team, but are not really interested in the championship and the clubs.
That's true.
It confuses me a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think you are the first English person I know that really knows something about Brazilian football.
People don't know much. I remember Corinthians have a link to like the Corinthian casuals in England, and the documentary. Have you seen the documentary about it, Amadeu?
Yeah, I've seen. I remember Corinthians in the past had a website in English, but I don't know what happened down the line. They just stopped writing in English. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of difficult to have someone just updating the website in English. I don't know. But you said what said is true about Corinthians casuals. Sometimes they post something about Corinthians casuals there.
Yeah, it was an interesting documentary and just an interesting story. Octavio has another good question here. I think in Europe, Brazilian clubs most known. Well, Santos is known because of Pele, I think because of Pele. And I know it's not one of the biggest clubs in Brazil, but Pele was one of the biggest players ever, so he is known. I think Flamengo, because of the kit, is maybe big, and it's the most. I know it's probably the most supported in Brazil. Is that right? The most supported club, is it Flamengo or Corinthians?
Both.
Yeah, especially north part of Brazil. They have lots of fan supports with north part of Brazil, and Corinthians is considered to be the second fan supported the most. We are known as faithful supporters, like the most faithful supporters.
Okay, very loyal supporters.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to talk about the Brasileirão again this season. So it looks like Mineiro are going to win the league. I know they've been spending and getting a good squad. I think, do they have the most money in the league? Is this true?
Probably, yeah.
Do they have rich owners or something?
Similar to Flamengo, but I think they have more investment nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's been building, hasn't it? With
they wanted to win the Brazilian championship because it's been 50 years they don't win this kind of championship, So they are very focused on winning this championship finally,
Yeah, but why? Is it because of Hulk, or what is the main reason for Gremio's success this year?
I think the whole squad is
Mineiro.
Yeah, I think the whole squad is just fits together. They have Diego Costa, who is a world-class striker. He's a bit of a madman, but he plays really well. Yeah. He's too good for the Brazilian league. I believe the Atlético Mineiro, they have three players maybe that are above the level of the rest, who are Hulk, Diego Costa, and Nacho Fernandes. That he came from River Plate.
Yeah. The Argentina man played very well.
And the team is just it's just too good. It's not fair compared to the other ones. Maybe Flamengo. Corinthians have a strong squad now. They bought Willian, Roger Guedes, Renato Augusto, who is playing impressively. He scored a worthy last Sunday, I believe it was. He scored a fantastic goal. I don't know if you saw it, Paul. Amadeu certainly has seen it.
Who was it? Sorry.
Renato Augusto. He scored a fantastic goal.
Against
it's
a kind of playmaker. He's a good playmaker. He's skilled. Smart, and he played for Brazil in 2018 World Cup against Belgium. He scored the first goal for Brazil, and almost scored the second one, tying the game.
Yeah. But I think that these three are if I would say the four strongest teams in Brazil in terms of squad, I believe it would be Mineiro, Flamengo, Palmeiras, and Corinthians. For me, it is these four
because of the squads.
I just think Corinthians should have I like the Corinthians manager, but I believe they could find someone better.
Yeah, everybody's complaining here about the Corinthians coach because he's kind of green, doesn't have any experience in training,
He's green, nice. And it's the Copa Libertadores. You mentioned the four strongest teams. It's Palmeiras versus Flamengo. Do you care about that?
I believe Amadeu cares more than me because Palmeiras is his main rival.
Okay, say again. You said what about Palmeiras?
Do you care about the Libertadores final?
Oh yeah, of course. Especially because Corinthians have never been focused on winning Libertadores. We just won our first Libertadores back in 2012. But Corinthians never concentrated on winning this kind of championship. Yeah, and of course we suffered a lot, and the people just took the piece out of the supporters, oh, you never won. So it was a kind of relief when we won in 2012. Yeah, and luckily we just won the World Club Championship, which was a good thing for us. But the next in 2013, 14, 15, Corinthians have not been present, because we just don't care sometimes. And I think Corinthians must concentrate on more winning this kind of championship, because Palmeiras just won and they can win again. Flamengo. We have Brazilian teams now more present in the final, of the tournament. So lots of Brazilian teams participate now. For example, this Brazilian championship will have like 8 or 9, how can I say, spots? Yeah, spots to go to Libertadores.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot.
So there will be a problem if Corinthians don't concentrate on winning more Libertadores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a tendency
we're gonna have
as well.
an issue, with the team.
It's a big thing for Brazilian fans, isn't it? There's a lot of like, oh, we've won 3, we've won 4, we've won 5, we've won 2 Club World Cups, we've won. Club World Cup seems to be the biggest thing.
Yeah. It's a kind of a joke for Palmeiras, for example. We say, Palmeiras don't have a World Club, and people start chanting, singing.
They were terrible at the last one, weren't they?
And also they lost to Man United in 99.
Yeah. Did they?
Yeah.
They lost to, who did they lose to in this one? They lost to
Tigres from Mexico.
Tigres from Mexico, yeah.
Yeah. They ended up losing the game. They ended up in 4th place.
Yeah.
The last place.
4th place as well.
Yeah.
And it's Chelsea this year from Europe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I hope a Brazilian team wins it.
I don't.
By the way, what team do you support, Paul? I don't know what team do you support.
I support Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys won against the Flamengo the last World Cup.
Yeah, 2 years ago. But that also, to be honest, I think I've said this previously. I was really impressed with how Flamengo played in that match and in the tournament. And I think like 6 months before or a few months before, I was following Brazilian football more, and Flamengo played a really attractive style of football. I thought they played a good attacking style of football, and they continued to play this style of football against Liverpool. And in that season, Liverpool were incredible. Nobody played like that against Liverpool. Every team just defended. Maybe Leeds, I think, and one team played like attacking football against Liverpool that year, and the other team was Flamengo. So I was impressed by Flamengo, because usually for me, the South American teams don't attack so much in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, Flamengo have, especially in that World Club, they had an excellent team, like an international team in every kind of position.
Yeah, they had a few players who had played in Europe.
It was probably the best Brazilian club since Corinthians in the World Cup club.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I was really impressed by them, to be honest. It was just the way they attacked Liverpool and the style. Like I said, usually in the Club World Cup, it's usually a really passionate performance from the South American teams, but mostly defensive, like try to get a goal and sit back and defend deep. But this was different, and they almost beat Liverpool. I think Liverpool deserved to win, but they almost beat Liverpool. I've just been watching Michael. Where has Michael come from? Is that how you pronounce his name?
It's
Michael for Flamengo. Michael, is that how do you pronounce his name?
No, Michael.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael, yeah, sorry.
I don't remember. Michel was from Goiás, if I'm not mistaken.
He was. He has a cool story on his life. He was involved on drug trafficking.
Really?
A few years back, and he said in an interview that he received a lot of death threats, and that he decided to just someday he realized that it wasn't good for him, that kind of stuff, and he got married, I believe, and he joined a church or something like that. And he didn't play professionally. He didn't even enter under 23 teams. He never played for any club, any major club.
I'd never heard of him until this season.
And it's something like that. Some sports director of Goiás saw him playing somewhere and just called him into the club, and then he just started to do his thing.
Yeah, people are impressed. People are impressed the way he plays, because it's a kind of Brazilian style of playing. You know, he likes dribbling, you know, like painting. So we all Brazilian like this kind of game, this kind of move plays, and it seems to me that Brazilian players don't do that anymore because of tactics, you know, because of positions. And when you see a guy like this, we are all glad. You know, so, oh no, we have a guy who it's like Romário, you know, Romário, Ronaldo, phenomenal.
Yeah,
Ronaldinho Gaúcho. We like players like this, you know.
I think it's a good point. I think that's what I like about the Brazilian league. Small and skillful players play and they get a chance, really. And I think in Europe, they don't, because it's all about running and power. And in like a 4-3-3 formation, it's difficult to have like this small, skillful playmaker like Michael, like Michael, like Soteldo. I was Soteldo last year. Who else? Like Pepe, like even Claudinho.
Yeah, Claudinho, yeah.
Even like really, there's always seems to be like a small, skillful player that plays in the Brasileirão, which I think would find it difficult in some leagues in Europe.
Some people complain that Europe is ruining Brazilian players when they come to play for the national team,
because
they go very young to Europe and they learn a different style of football, like tactic and discipline and something. And when they come back to play for Brazil, they don't have this anymore. They don't have the dribble. They don't have the skill. Some people say that this is a problem.
It could be. Could be. Yeah, like it's confidence, isn't it? It seems like you need confidence to be that type of player, and you need somebody like encouraging you to do that. But in Europe, it's all about stay in position, structure, maybe. And
like Everton, when he was in Gremio, he was one of the best players in the national team. He was the top scorer of the Copa America in 2019, and then he went to Benfica, and he just doesn't get a game anymore for the national team.
No. Everton now. Oh, okay, Everton who plays for Flamengo. Is that
no? Everton that was in Gremio. He's at Benfica now.
Okay.
There was a article in I don't quite remember what English newspaper made a story about him, but his nickname in Brazil is Everton Cebolinha, and the article in English called Everton Little Onion. That it's the literal translation. I think it was The Guardian, but I can't remember.
I've heard the name now. Yes.
Yeah.
How have the Premier League players been doing for Flamengo? Sorry, I keep talking about Flamengo, don't I?
No, it's fine.
Pereira, Andreas Pereira, Kennedy, David Luiz.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
You can go, Amadeo.
Dave, how you said about the David Luiz?
Yeah, David Luiz and Andreas Pereira, and
I think they're nice. Yeah, yesterday I was watching a game against Flamengo against São Paulo. He just kind Caleri from São Paulo, Argentina player, just how can I say, lunge on him? There's an expression, lunge on him, you know, had a challenge, and he was just injured, you know, and he got the red card. Caleri had the red card, but I couldn't. But David Luiz, I couldn't see any other games. I don't know how he's playing, how he's performing, you know, because I didn't see any game since the beginning. He playing for Flamengo. Yeah. At least this game, but he was just injured and had to go out. But I think he's a nice defender, no? People here like David Luiz. You know?
Yeah. Kennedy and Andreas is doing really well, and he started right off as a starter. He came and I think in the first 2 or 3 matches he came as a reserve, and then he took the spot of Flamengo's midfield role position, and he's playing really well. Some people are
Jason
like sorry,
Jason or Gerson.
Yeah,
Jason. I don't know the pronunciation.
Gerson.
Jason.
Yeah.
Andres, I think he scored a wonderful goal the other day
for Marseille.
Free kick, if I'm not mistaken. Free kick at Maracanã. I think he scored a wonderful goal.
Andreas, yeah, he scored
Andreas scores great goals. He doesn't score many goals, but every goal that he scores is a great goal.
And Kennedy hasn't really clicked yet. He's coming off as a reserve, and I haven't seen many people talking about him yet.
I just want to show you this comment that's just come up.
But
it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I was just watching the tables. If Gremio win against the next game is against
Chapecoense.
Chapecoense, yeah, they have good chance of winning because Chapecoense don't have any kind of win. So, and the next one is against
then Flamengo after that.
Bragantino. I don't know if it's Bragantino.
Bragantino, we were playing now.
Playing now.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah, okay. If Gremio wins this game, they're gonna play Chapecoense. They have 2 games in a hand.
One, just one.
Just one. So they're gonna face São Paulo. São Paulo is not good at the moment. They're gonna face São Paulo. So you guys have good chances of at least in trying to pull São Paulo down, you know, and just to swap, you know, please.
I think
I would be happy if that happened.
Many people are praying that Sao Paulo are pulled down.
Yeah, yesterday I was reading lots of people. I would change São Paulo for Gremio. So people are just supporting Gremio. Oh, Gremio, win your 2 games and they try to face São Paulo and win again, and you can escape it. We never know. Could be.
You never know. Good phrase. I think the great escape could happen for Gremio.
Hopefully.
Still 3-0.
Still 3-0, yeah. 40 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
3-0, Gremio?
Yeah.
It's 3-0?
Yeah.
Come on, that's nice. Yeah, because he's, how can I say, once in front of Corinthians on the table. So if you win a next game, but it's against the Flamengo, it will be a hard game. But at least we are next to Bragantino. And
this Gremio result is really good for Corinthians as well in the Libertadores dispute.
Yeah, and it brings more color to the relegation zone, you know, because Gremio gonna move up, and the people started to maybe, Gremio is here. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think Octavio is now saying.
But it happens. It's whenever a big club in Brazil is fighting against relegation, it's like every fan of every club starts to root against. It's common.
Yeah.
Like when Cruzeiro was going down, everyone was rooting for them to go down. I remember Corinthians in 2007 as well. Everybody, included Gremio, was rooting. Palmeiras in 2012. It's common. Inter in 2016.
I just think the Brasileirao is so competitive.
Yeah.
And there's 4 teams relegated. It's tough, I think. Like,
I think
4 teams being relegated is tough.
If you are relegated now, it's much more difficult to have to succeed again, because you have lots of squads, strong squad. And for example, Cruzeiro, they spent two seasons in Serie B. How can you say Serie B? I don't know if they call it like this.
Yeah.
And it's difficult for them. And Vasco da Gama as well.
Yeah.
So
the real
so people don't want to go down now, because they know, we will ever go up again.
And there's something else. Until 2019, when you went down, you still maintain the money from TV as if you were in the Serie A.
Yeah.
So if you went down, you still had the same amount of money from the TV when you was in the top flight division. And now if you go down, you don't have this anymore. So you have you have less money, and you have an expensive squad to maintain. So it's something complicated as well.
Yeah, money is a big factor, isn't it? I like what you said then, Enrique, in the top flight. That's a nice phrase. I mean, like the top division. Yeah. Yeah, nice British phrase.
I'm just used to years of conversation with with English people.
But yeah, is that how you learned? That's how you learned English.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Having conversations with English people, mostly British people.
Yes, it is. Yeah, because I remember when I started following Liverpool. It started a long time ago, but when I created a Twitter account, and I just followed every Liverpool fan that I saw in the, and I started talking to them and reading the news and something, and I got to know the expressions and improve my English. So that was a huge deal for me as well.
Yeah, I think well, your English is really good, Enrique, and I love that it's British. And Octavio's just posted another question, good question, and I did notice this. Yeah, it's Brazil will play Argentina today at 11 o'clock, isn't it? I think
it's like 8:30 for us. I believe it's 11:30 for you.
So in 30 minutes, Brazil have already qualified.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, have Argentina?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I just know that we have no Neymar today, so it's not. Yeah, no, it's not looking good for us.
He is Mr. Brazil, isn't he? Neymar.
Let me just check if Argentina had already.
Who's playing? Yeah, so the teams will have been announced.
Let me check as well.
Is Fabinho playing?
Will it be broadcasted in England, this match?
No.
They
don't. No. They only
even a big match like this.
The final of the Copa Libertadores was on last year and the previous year on BBC, and I think the semi-final was as well. But this match, no.
Let me check if
I think Argentina are going to qualify, aren't they?
Sorry?
It was surprising. I think Argentina are going to qualify.
Yeah, no biggie. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's hard. It's if the Brazil and Argentina, they don't qualify if they don't want to, because it's ridiculously easy for our world championship knockouts. It's not hard.
It's one long league, isn't it?
It's It's just it's 10 teams, I believe. Yeah. And the top five, the top four or top five, and there's one spot that plays against an Oceania team.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Italy and Portugal are in the playoffs.
Yeah. Sorry, playoff. Yeah, that was the word. Yeah.
I think in Europe it's difficult. You should be more, should have more spots, because we see so many teams being out of the World Cup, and they are good teams because they don't have spots.
Yeah. So in Brazil, have they announced the team? Sorry.
Yeah, Fabinho and Alisson are playing.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. It's Alisson, Alexandro, Éder Militão, Marquinhos, Danilo, Fred, Fabinho, Lucas Paquetá, Rafinha, Matheus Cunha e Vinícius Júnior.
Let me see.
Matheus Cunha, I don't know.
He plays for Atletico Madrid. He was in Hertha Berlin last season.
Oh, okay.
He entered against Liverpool in the final minutes.
Okay, I don't know much about him. But yeah, Rafinha seems to be the latest.
Yeah,
I like Rafinha. I know you said you liked him last year, Enrique, and I said, I don't know. I don't know if he's top class. I don't think his finishing was that great. I think he still can improve his finishing, but he is playing really.
He's
well.
really good. Yeah, I think he only has to improve with Bielsa. It's just upwards and forwards for him.
Yeah, just keep improving with Bielsa.
It's a very good manager to have to. You can have the expression like it's a. If you are a player, you get under his wing and just let him guide you through the path.
Yeah, under his wing. Nice. One more thing. What should we talk? I don't know. So Fabinho playing. I hope he doesn't get injured. We don't need another injury for a midfielder for Liverpool.
Yeah, I hope Alisson
Will
has
you
a
watch
good
the
game.
match? Will you watch Argentina versus Brazil? Is it in Argentina? I think it's in Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina. Yeah.
Will you watch it?
There. Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's the one just this game that from our knockouts that I don't miss for the world.
So are the Gremio fans running on the pitch at the end of the match?
Yeah, you just finished now. No, we don't have supporters. Huh? Just they're not allowed to have supporters?
No, because of the incident.
Oh, I thought that was really funny. To be honest, I know it was crazy. But I like that the Palmeiras players were celebrating in front of their fans and like waving to their fans, and then suddenly they're running across the pitch
into the dressing room.
Yeah, that was really funny. I thought. Yeah, and then
it was a very disappointing match.
It's been a few crazy weeks, hasn't it, for Gremio? And then the Internacional match, losing, and then the Internacional players with the coffin. Coming out with the coffin. I think that's
this
crazy.
is traditional.
That's only in the Brazilian league, but maybe the Argentinian league as well.
Yeah, but, in the Brazilian league they have balloons, like a funeral, black balloons.
Did they have that? And then all the Gremio players came out, didn't they, and tried to confront them. Yeah, that's why I love the Brazilian league, to be honest, because it's crazy. It's crazy. There's always
it's filled with shithousery.
Yeah, a lot of that. Fred got sent off, didn't he? I was watching videos today. He got sent off the other day. I can't believe Fred is still playing. How old is Fred?
Fred is 39 or 40, something like that. Yeah. And he will play one more year, probably. Has 38, actually.
He's 38.
Yeah.
But he still plays like 90 minutes.
Yeah. Against Gremio, he came off the bench, but he commonly plays the 90 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. He brings some threats when he's playing because he scores a lot. He's good at finishing. So
Okay, men. Well, thank you. Thank you for people in the chat. So please comment. I will post this on the channel, so please comment underneath the video. Please check out. Shall we finish up? Is there anything else you want to talk about or ask? I know you need to go, Enrique.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No.
Felipe has just joined the chat. Hello, Felipe Abreu. I know he was busy. He is a Flamengo fan.
Hopefully, we just escaped from the Serie B. Just
yeah, I will do this again. I think I'm bringing you good luck, Enrique. Like, I couldn't believe the score. I was just checking. I was like 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. I'd like you. Gremio are struggling to score
let's
goals.
have live streams every match, every Gremio match.
I've got a little bit of an energy. I feel like I want Gremio to stay up. I want to be part of this like escape. Lots of
so you can
people
make a brilliant video on your channel about it.
Yeah. So this is every week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's a deal.
If your Gremio wants to escape, they must win Chapecoense, because that's a good game to have some kind of hopes, you know. Otherwise,
yeah, it would be great. It's the hope what kills us, though, isn't it? It's the hope. Octavio's just posted a nice comment there. Is Gremio the Brazilian Nottingham Forest? Yeah,
I believe that's a bit unfair, but okay.
Oh, hello, Ronaldo. Yeah, okay, so thank you, guys. I appreciate the time. Good luck with the rest of the season. I will speak to you again. Yes.
Okay.
We will do this again, hopefully. And yeah, good luck with Argentina versus Brazil tonight. I just hope. Who are we playing? We're playing Arsenal. Liverpool play Arsenal the weekend.
Yeah.
Gabriel is not in the Brazilian squad, is he?
No.
Yeah, that's nice. And I want to thank you, Paul, again, because your work is so wonderful, you know. Yeah, and
thank you, Octavio. Yeah, thanks for your support. I do have a Facebook group, and that's where I met Enrique, but I've kind of stopped posting in the Facebook group. I don't post as much, to be honest. I post sometimes. I do polls, but I'm using Instagram much more, and I'm still trying to make these videos. I think football can be used, to learn English, and like especially for Brazilians who love football.
Yeah, it's a nice, wonderful work. At least from newspapers, because newspapers bring words and expression that sometimes are hard to guess what the meaning is, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's difficult time of day. Newspapers have difficult vocabulary, but very natural vocabulary that doesn't come out usually in films or.
Yeah, associated them with. Sometimes I read The Sun and an article. There's an article called Dear Deidre. I don't know. It's a kind of agony aunt, you know, because she deals with a lot of people's problems. I like it. I like learning English by reading this kind of problems, because we can associate with our lives and associate with football as well, because I learned in one of those articles the expression "getting a strop." So when you just explained it, Ronaldo is on a strop. I don't know what kind of player was on a strop. I just associate right away. I said, "Oh, I learned this on Vivo now. They have it here in football as well."
Yeah, it's amazing. I like the agony ants. When I used to use newspapers in my English lessons in a few years ago, and I used to show the agony ant, as you say.
Yeah. I use a lot for learning English, you know, expressions, because I have lots of them. And the most important thing, they repeat all the time. From time to time, the expressions, they repeat, you know, so that's nice for you to remember eventually.
Yeah, it takes 2 or 3 times. You read it, you listen to it, and then maybe somebody says it, and you're like, "Oh, okay, I've got it now. Yeah, I've got that expression."
Yeah.
Okay, man. I appreciate your time. Take care.
You too, man.
And
keep it going.
Speak to you again.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. See you. Bye. Thanks.
Thanks.